with, and we do have Christian Khan on the line who had some questions at the time of registration. I think they might be a little bit more municipally geared, but I'd like to ask for Christian to be unmuted so that we can try and address his questions.
Hey there, Christian here. So yeah, for sure, the question that I had asked was definitely more municipal. I'm actually in a couple like Facebook groups for the area, just to keep abreast of topics that are going on here. And one of the ones was obviously around community safety. I've actually been here since the area was built, so it's changed quite drastically in just about 10 years. And one of the things that I guess was always a debate, or at least has been said was a debate, was the area of like speed enforcement and whatnot. And obviously the area there's been those bollards, exactly like what was mentioned earlier. And one of the questions was, why has speed humps always been kind of looked down on, and why isn't that an option to have that rather than the bollards? And that's just really all I had to ask.
Okay, I think Kyle, do you want to just pass that over to Councillor Early?
Yeah, I think I am. It's something, again, I unfortunately don't have a lot of knowledge about.
Totally understood.
Yeah.
Great question, Christian. And as you can see, we've been doing a lot of work with traffic calming, and we've been spending a lot of time with our transportation manager in many parts of Caledon, because not only just Southfields, it's become unsafe in many areas with people speeding and people coming in from other parts of Ontario or Brampton, Mississauga, especially with our rural roads. So the question of speed bumps has come up several times, and there's two prongs to this. Whenever the region and the municipal transportation guys look at areas, they take everything into consideration. So they basically always do some sort of a speed assessment. With a speed bump, let's say we can start with the concrete one. The concrete one actually starts to corrode away sometimes in the winter, and often sometimes can become even more dangerous, and the repair factor is quite significant. However, they do have, for lack of a better word, plastic type or, blowing up type speed bumps that they remove in the winter. And that's also an option. We talked about that in Terracotta because we've been having a lot of issues in Terracotta as well. So again, the transportation manager looks at that. We've had conversations with some of the residents in Southfields with him on a couple of Zoom calls. We've talked about speed bumps. We're trying all the measures with the four-way stops. His perspective is very clear, is that he really wants to see as many four-way stops so people have to slow down. It's a nuisance though, right? A lot of residents consider it a nuisance, and we'll get that as well because they're feeling that they've got to slow down, stop, speed up. But it is the only way to get that traffic under control. But certainly we don't discount the speed bumps. It's something always in the cookie box or in the trunk that we've got. It's not one size fits all for traffic calming measures, and they do their very best to ensure that they implement what they need to implement. But thanks for the question.